Nowadays, Japanese toilets are famous all over the world for being high-tech. For example, they have a comfortable warm seats, bottom showers like a spa, and a hot dryer like you are at a tropical resort. Once you have experienced it, you cannot stop. So, we Japanese are washlet addicted. In Japan, a washlet is a toilet seat that sends a jet of water to wash your hole. Before, when Madonna came to Japan, she said to our media, "I came to see your washlets." Even foreign celebrities are crazy about our toilets. You could say that Japan is a paradise for assholes. It's like a butt resort or Hawaii for butts. So today, we'll talk about why Japanese toilets became so high-tech. After watching this video, you will understand why Japanese toilets are so advanced, and you will want to come here to try them. Welcome to the Japan Report. I am Meshida, and today we have a special ordinary guest. He is a comedian and anal specialist, Ken Suzuki.
Meshida-san, I'm not an anal specialist. I'm a Japanese toilet lover. Anyway, it's not anal, it's anal.
Wow, you know a lot. That's why you are the anal specialist.
Meshida-san, I'm a toilet specialist.
Today's theme is this. What do you think about Japanese high-tech toilets?
I can show you the world. Warming, showering, blending. Try a washlet, but when did you last let your whole decide? I can open your eyes. Massage pulsing, vibrating. Come and test my high rating on a magic toilet ride. A whole new world. A new fantastic type of blue.
That's too long. Why did you suddenly sing a song?
Because Rai-chan ordered me to sing this song. Otherwise, she will never teach us English.
Really? That's so bad. Rai-chan, did you say that?
White bitch. It has been almost 40 years since TOTO, the famous Japanese toilet company, started selling washlet toilets. Actually, before that, we didn't have the custom of showering our bottoms after using the toilet. But now, for Japanese people, it has become a custom to wash our bottoms using the washlet. As for evidence, nowadays, 80% of Japanese households have washlet toilets. We Japanese are proud that we have the most beautiful assholes in the world.
That's why Japanese people can lick them without fear.
Meshida-san, screw you. Don't say such a dirty thing.
But Ken-san, licking a whole service is the most popular option in the Japanese night industry.
I can believe it. That's so vulgar. The most exciting moment is when you are forced to show your bottom to a queen and be abused. Nowadays, washlet toilets are everywhere in Japan. For example, in bullet trains, planes, and Japanese stations in Antarctica. And among Japanese, portable washlets are secretly popular.
Japanese people use ote arai or hand washing as an indirect way of saying toilet. So they often say, excuse me, may I go to wash my hands? But I think we should change the name ote arai to oshiri arai or ass washing, because no one washes their hands after going to the toilet.
In 1964, when the Tokyo Olympics were hosted in Japan, our high-tech toilet history started. At that time, TOTO imported an American company's toilet seat with a pre-installed washlet used for medical purposes to help people who have hemorrhoids, and started selling it in Japan.
I thought the washlet was originally invented in Japan, but it was not.
Yes. First, the washlet was sold as medical equipment abroad. When TOTO started selling America's one, their rival Lixil imported an integrated washlet type from a Swiss company. It cost 420,000 yen, and it said that the price was the same as a new car.
Japanese people who bought the toilet, they were either suffering from serious hemorrhoids or had a weird fetish.
In 1969, TOTO started selling their own washlet toilet, but the shower's direction was uncontrollable and very weak. So, the product's reputation was bad.
That washlet is like your pee.
Meshida-san, screw you!
Did TOTO never give up on making their own washlet?
Yes, they believed that washlet culture would become popular in Japan because we Japanese take a bath every day and are clean freaks who love new trends. So they decided to develop the best washlet in the world. First, they needed to know where to aim the shower at. So they needed to collect a lot of data on where is a user's asshole when they sit down. So they asked for help from their co-workers. Of course, some female employees refused to help them and said, I don't want it to be know where my hole is. But many of their co-workers helped with their research, and they collected data on 300 people's holes. The developers were so enthusiastic about their jobs.
If it were now, all the developers would be sued for sexual harassment by feminists.
Their next task was that they needed to know what is the optimum temperature for holes. So developers holed up in their laboratory for 16 hours a day in turns, and they kept showering their holes while changing the temperature little by little, trying to find the best temperature.
Really? 16 hours a day? That means many developers must have worked overtime showering hot water on their holes.
For free. As a result, they concluded that the best temperature for your ass is 38 degrees. Foreigners, if you want to enjoy yourself in your shower secretly, don't forget that degree.
Anyway, the developers also had to set the maximum temperature. They had to shower their asses with very hot water. So some of them burned their assholes.
Maybe for some of them it was not tough research. It must be pleasure.
Ken-san, it's disgusting that you say it was pleasurable. You have a very weird fetish. I cannot believe you feel pleasure when you are sprayed with hot water.
Meshida-san, Hot water never satisfies me. Only candle wax gives me pleasure. Furthermore, they had to research and experiment to find out which angle was the best. After the developers tried out the wide variety of angles again and again, they finally found the golden angle that can spray the target on any kind of bottom, and also afterwards the hot water doesn't splash the nozzle.
What is a golden angle?
That's Japan's top secret. The most difficult task was how to keep the hot water at a comfortable 38 degrees. So the developers thought a lot and they came up with the idea of using an IC or integrated circuit. Then they asked electronic companies about it, but they rejected, saying it's a very bad idea to use an IC in a washlet. There is a high risk of inducing a power leak, so don't do it. But TOTO's developing team didn't give up, and they worked very hard to make a safe integrated circuit. But unfortunately, in the process of experimenting, one employee accidentally got electrocuted by 1 million volts.
They must be kamikaze developers. Instead of kamikaze risking their lives for their country, TOTO's kamikaze developers risked their lives for us holes.
Developers were struggling to find the solution, but a breakthrough came suddenly. One rainy day, one of the developers noticed the traffic signal while he was waiting. He realized that even under heavy rain and wind, traffic signals continued working accurately. Then he came up with the idea to use the technique that traffic signals use. And a traffic signal company cooperated with them, and finally they invented a technique that could spray hot water safely.
Kamikaze couldn't figure out how to attack the target, and most of them missed. But TOTO kamikaze developers found the solution hits the target precisely.
Then in 1980, TOTO started selling their washlet toilet, and it named washlet.
Why did they decide on the name washlet?
Their message was, let's wash. So they read it backward and it was named washlet.
I think if you read it backward, it's definitely pronounced washlets. Why isn't it named washlets?
Maybe the same as us. They pronounce English words wrongly.
Ken-san, what is the difference between a washlet and a bidet bottom? Sometimes when I use the toilet, I'm confused over which one I should use.
Meshida-san, are you serious or joking?
I'm very serious because when I use a bidet, it showers my balls instead of my hole. So, bidet is the machine that washes men's balls?
Are you kidding me? You are too ignorant. By the way, you don't need to wash your balls because no women want to play with their balls. And Meshida-san, bidet is the machine that washes women's important parts. All women who play with Meshida-san's dirty banana, they use it straight after. After releasing their washlet, TOTO started developing the bidet for women. Of course, they researched a lot and the bidet's best angle is different from the washlets.
How did they combine the washlet and bidet?
One developer came up with the idea when he saw the radio antenna come out of a car. Their idea was to place two nozzles on one stick, which moves out like an antenna, so it can spray hot water from different angles depending how far it moves forward and which nozzle it uses.
It's like the modern version of killing two birds with one stone, reaching two holes with one stick.
That stick entertains women much better than Meshida-san.
Ken-san, at least my stick reaches the hole. In your case, you can reach 0 holes with one tweak.
Meshida-san, shut the fuck up! You could say that 1982 was the first year of the washlet.
Why?
Because a catchy TV commercial was released in 1982. It had a great impact and the washlets became known among Japanese people.
I see. A legendary Japanese copywriter, Mr. Nakahata, created the catchphrase.
Yes, but it said that when TOTO asked Mr. Nakahata, who was known as the best copywriter in Japan, to make a catchphrase for their TV commercial, first, Mr. Nakahata refused to make it and he said, "I'm not sure if a toilet washlet is worth it or not to our society." Then, one of the most veteran of TOTO's developers visited him and persuaded him to write catch copy for their product. When he met Mr. Nakahata, he painted his hand blue and asked Mr. Nakahata to remove the color with paper. So Mr. Nakahata tried, but he couldn't do it. After that, veteran developer said to Mr. Nakahata, "This is the same as our asshole. We can't remove everything with paper, but we can remove it with water. This will be a challenge to change the current understanding and create a new culture." After listening to the developers' enthusiastic words, Mr. Nakahata was impressed and made a TV commercial for them, and this is it.
皆様、
Hi everyone.
手が汚れたら洗いますよね。
If you have a dirty hands, you
こう
wash
し
it.
て紙で拭く人っていませんわよね。
You don't wipe it like
どう
this.
してでしょう。
Do you know why?
紙じゃ取れません。
Paper can
お
remove
尻だって
all the dirt.
同じです。
This is the same with your asshole. Even the asshole wants to be washed.
This TV commercial changed Japanese people's minds.
Listen, foreign viewers.
Even assholes want to be washed.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Ken-san, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you, Meshida-san.
And Ken-san has his weird YouTube channel. If you want to enjoy his weird humor, please subscribe to his fucking YouTube channel.
Meshida-san, fuck you. Let's watch Ken Suzuki's YouTube channel. A whole new world. A new fantastic type of blue.